सब्सक्राइब करो भाई, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो।
Way to the boundary. The fine 4 to finish the power play for India. 68 for 3 at the end of 6. Saw plenty of runs for India, a few too many wickets for their liking as well.
Channel को सब्सक्राइब।
It was action-packed Royal Challenge power play. There was a lot of width on offer. Abhishek Sharma. This is a good catch. Lorcan Tucker backs up his bowler, backs up his debutants, taking the 3 wickets so far. Duffel in the deep, safe as houses. Shreyas Iyer gone. India happy, obviously 68 on the board, but those 3 just keep Ireland in the contest somewhat.
So Harry Tector works his way into the attack now. Ireland relying more and more on his spin bowling, but it's a good idea to the left-handed batters.
I actually would open the bowling with Harry Tector. I would have been
चैनल
really
को सब्सक्राइब करो भाई, क्या शानदार
bowling Harry Tector today with a couple of left-handers up top, just to try and sneak one in. India would not have been expecting to try and the golden arm, Harry Tector.
T20 international against India this series. If he does play on Sunday, this is his 99th in the format. Lorcan Tucker making his way all the way to field that. Good few squares down. Let me ask you about Lorcan Tucker. I mean, he's somebody who's assumed the captaincy now for Ireland. A lot of responsibility in the captaincy role, a lot of responsibility where he bats in the order, a lot of responsibility. He's somebody, though, who's shown with bat in hand, 350s and 3 matches as captain. He's got the ability to handle the pressure. He's got great composure. But what do you make of him in the captaincy role?
Well, he's measured. He's a very measured individual, very level. He's consistent. That's the most important thing. What I've seen, Dwayne, in this first 6 overs or so is the relationship between Lorcan Tucker and Harry Tector. It's been noticeable. Harry Tector has been helping some of the bowlers at the back of their mark.
This one chased but perfectly laced through a little bit of space. Tilak Varma, the lovely boundary.
Line, Dwayne, the line again. Just have a look at the line of this ball. It's 4, 5, 4th, 5th stump. Majority of India's boundaries they have come when the ball's been offered with that little bit of width. Take nothing away from Varma. That was a beautiful shot. Just to go on about Lorcan Tucker, he's made a lovely start to his career batting wise, and he's obviously an astute man. He's a clever man, intelligent person on and off the field, but he's got the backing, I think, of the team. I think what he needs to try and instill is a real belief in this side that they can mix it with the best in the world and take them on and have that belief, because the talent is there. But it's a hard job. Keeping wicket, captaining, pivotal batting position at number 4 won't be easy for Tucker as the games come thick and fast.
Sneaking the single, Tilak Varma, and India after 7. 76 for 3.
चालू कर लेना चाहिए
जिस बार होता है वैसे ही ना
जियो उसका अकाउंट में पड़ेगा
डाउनलोड कर देना
नंबर लगा के लगा
प्ले स्टोर से क्रोम से डाउनलोड कर देना लिंक भेज देना
Oh, the 3 debutants, or the 3 wickets have fallen to the 2 debutants. Mohan over the first. And Matt Holoff, whose grandfather is from Cork, although he and his brother Jordan from South Africa. So to Liam McCarthy, South African born.
चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो
Well, what's been challenging here for Abhishek Sharma is that he's faced virtually no deliveries in the last 2 overs.
You know, not ideal when you're flowing, when you're playing beautifully like Sharma is. But 49 from 18, he's well placed. Tilak Varma is a nice player. They're 2 very different batters, different styles, different scoring areas.
This one though. So, worked away. 1 away from 50 is Abhishek Sharma, and he's back on strike now. And he's somebody who can play the ball anywhere. Just look at the strike rates on the various lengths. Oh, in the slot.
Yeah, and that 6 to 8 metre mark was the area that Ireland struggled against, but he's absolutely dominated that area.
That'll be 50. Abhishek Sharma thinks about 2 but decides against it. That'll be his 11th half century. T20 internationals to go with his 2 centuries as well.
Yeah, lovely knock. Fine player. Came out all guns blazing. He's found the middle of his blade right from the get-go today. Outstanding cricketer. Best strike rate in T20 cricket since 2024 of any player from a full member nation. There was a nice little moment when he was raising his bat and the Indian team were applauding, and there was a very young 15-year-old who was just acknowledging and saying, "Yeah, good, well played, but I'm waiting for my turn."
Well, that's the thing is, I mean, as extraordinary as Abhishek Sharma's stats are, and they are extraordinary.
देखिए भाई
Domestically,
तिलक
in
शर्मा
franchise
का
cricket, his
ऐसे
stats pale in
मारेंगे
comparison to the 15-year-old Suryavanshi, who's probably the most eagerly anticipated debut to come for India. Not yet, not yet. Top ball, but Abhishek Sharma is just a phenom with bat in hand. Top of the world rankings at the moment. These are some of his extraordinary shots this innings alone.
He got one early from Humphreys that was down the leg side, but generally what you're going to see is up and over the offside. We'll just keep an eye on the line that Ireland bowled. They bowled slightly too wide. They got the lengths wrong. Abhishek Sharma was one step ahead. Whatever was presented to him, he had the answer.
Good worked away. Number 1 in the world rankings for T20 internationals is Abhishek Sharma. And in Britain, 875 ranking points, and that's still 50-odd points below his best, which was 131, and that puts him in an elite league. That's Donald Bradman League in Test cricket in terms of rating points. But look at that. A career strike rate of nearly 200. Abhishek Sharma is not missing a bit, but he's not quite got hold of it, and as a result falls from the final ball to the 8th. Matt Humphreys. Ben Callens takes the catch. Liam McCarthy with the wicket, his first in T20 internationals. At the end of 8, India 80 for 4, and Abhishek's gone for a well-played 50.
Well, the bat's turning in his hand. I mentioned he's preferred to go over the offside and simple catch. It's a huge, huge catch. Just when India getting on top, they lose another. Sharma, entertaining, going for 50, 80 for 4.
चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो।
The breakthrough that Ireland were looking for. Why has this worked? Kevin O'Brien alongside one of the premier all-rounders in Irish cricket history. What's Liam McCarthy done well here?
Yeah, I think his length is slightly fuller. Washington Sundar comes to the crease. Just about Liam McCarthy. I think his length was slightly fuller and the line was slightly tighter than his first over, restricting the Indian players of width. Cramped Sharma for room and comfortably taken by Ben Kalitz.
Harry Tector. A little bit of flight, brave bowling from Harry Tector. Very tall off spinner. But this is the stage. Yes, India are going at 10s, but Ireland, do they start to believe? Yes. It's very early on in the piece.
Here's the wicket again. McCarthy, a little slower ball, a little cutter, a little bit of grip in the surface. And we saw that in the first innings when the Indian bowlers went a bit of pace off into the wicket. Roar of delight for the Railway Union man with his first T20I wicket.
It's been amazing, hasn't it? As soon as players have got to 50 in the game today, a little change up and they've given their wickets away. Morgan Tucker, Gareth Delaney and the Irish side.
सब्सक्राइब करो भाई, सब्सक्राइब करो चैनल को, सब्सक्राइब करो।
Around for the next couple of years. It's been a talking point. The changes to the squad, the team, the combinations. Like how important are bowling all-rounders or batting all-rounders to a team if you're going to go all the way and have a good couple of years?
सब्सक्राइब करो चैनल को।
Add a lot of balance to the playing 11.
Very good, Harry.
Again, really brave. Are you surprised to see the speeds that he's bowling at here?
He's certainly tossing it up. He's giving the Indian batsman an option to look to rebuild or continue going. It's an interesting situation, phase of play now. Do India, I'm not saying they'll tap it around, but just take a couple of overs to rebuild this partnership. Just to get that momentum again. Lorcan Tucker and
चल के जो मोबाइल याद था कि मैं ड्रामा पे और थुआ कर रहे हैं हमारे स्टैंड डाउन में तो फंसा के इधर हम छोड़ दो के चलो तो इधर नहीं
Look at that partnership from Ireland. It was a scratchy at the beginning. Lorcan.
Gareth, you can stick with your original decision. You're on screen now.
तो कल इसमें ले दिया था इस बात याद है
लाइव आपण
Yes, no, his and it's out. Oh, Kieran Ross Adair. Only had one stop to aim at, but
काय
this,
पण
yes, so
काय
sorry.
झालं
Ireland piling the pressure as we hit the halfway stage.
का?